Wednesday edition of NILECAST News at Western Television. My name is Pastore, already in front of the lens to give you what continues to transpire. And I can confirm to you a lot continues to transpire around the world. And it's the program of news that comes on your way from Mondays to Saturdays from the hour of 7 up to the hour of 8 p.m. As usual, take a look at the headlines, and then I'll be bouncing back shortly with the details of the news. Coming up in the NILECAST News headlines tonight, Kebo and the Lendu communities express concern about marginalization of their tribes. Public rallied on peace to enhance economic growth at the border. And Nubi Cultural Institution calls for equal opportunities in public service. Details about this in NILECAST News. Welcome back from the headlines. Now straight into the details of the news. We are starting it from Zombo. Kebo and the Lendu communities have expressed concern about marginalization of their tribes. The communities raised this alarm during a tribunal engagement with the Equal Opportunities Commission held in Alangi Sub-County in Zombo District. Alfred Jawok reports.
The Kebo and Lendo communities in Alangi, Aka, and other parts of Zombo district are expressing concerns about marginalization of their tribes in the district. The communities raised this alarm during a tribunal engagement with the Equal Opportunity Commission held in Alangi Sub-County, Zombo district. Patrick Andama, a Lendu tribe, outlined limited representation in local government or decision-making processes in Zombo district. Andama added that there is inadequate access to social services, infrastructure, or economic opportunities for Lendu and Kebo respectively.
I talk now among the Lendu community, there is nothing like a well-established secondary school. That creates a very long distance for our students to go and study in secondary school. We call upon the government to also think about us, especially in Aka sub-county. We are really in need of that. When it comes to the infrastructure development, you see we have poor roads, we lack water and all sorts of services, especially electricity itself. We see poles in Aka Health Center 3, that's Samonyo, but they are not functional at all.
Rose Alivuni, a Kebo tribe, revealed that she was denied an opportunity to become district education officer for Zombo district when she applied for the job, as she accused section of the district leaders for cultural or linguistic barriers.
I wanted to be in Zombo district as a DO. I was not taken because I'm a Kebo girl. We were two, even the inspector was not taken because he's a Kebo. So for us, we need really justice so that we work very well as the Kebo girls.
Musema Miraj, head of legal services of the Equal Opportunity Commission, assured the affected tribes that they will have community mobilization and advocacy to promote dialogue with local authorities in Zombo district. Musema confirmed his office has received delegations lodged against Zombo district officials about the matter.
Today's engagement was all about the complaint brought to the commission by the ethnic tribes living in Zombo, namely the Kebo and the Lendu. They have made many allegations about the following: 1, appointment into the statutory bodies; 2, into the health sector; 3, into district service commission, saying that they are not employed, they are not considered, the district even doesn't plan for them. We have had a public inquiry. We have listened to their views. We have listened to the views of Lendus and Kebos and the district. Now we are going to make recommendations after here.
In response, Ephraim Komakech, Principal Assistant Kao Zombo District, who represented Chief Administrative Officer Zombo, refuted the allegations but said when job advertisement is made, it is not only for Lendu and Kebo, but for all Ugandans. Komakech affirmed that they will have potential collaborations with other stakeholders in Alangi Sub-County for equal service delivery.
The administration department is a coordinating department, and that fact is not there, because whenever advert is made, it is made for qualified Ugandans. It is not made for qualified Kebo or qualified Lendu or qualified Alur. So that is what I wanted to explain and let it be got very clearly.
However, Denise Tusime, a member of Equal Opportunity Commission who presided over the tribunal hearing, noted that in order to address these concerns, it might require inclusive governance and representation for targeted development initiatives, cultural sensitivity, and understanding among the two tribes in the district.
Yeah, basically, what we have done today, we have listened to the people. We have heard from both sides, so we shall go and there are some documents we have asked the district authorities to avail, so that we get to know the real truth. That is, when we get them, we have given them 1 week to avail them. When we get them, that's when we shall sit and make a decision.
This indicates that there should be conflict resolution mechanisms to be used so that the minority tribes benefit from government programs in the country. Alfred Jawok, Camilla Stansha, West Nile TV, Nile.
Away from that story, but relatedly or similarly, Nubi Cultural Institution calls for equal opportunities in public service after facing often discriminations in some communities they live in. This call came during a tribunal with the stakeholders of Equal Opportunities Commission, Arua City leaders, and community members of Nubi at large in Arua City on Tuesday, 13th of May 2025. Take a look at the story. Nubi Cultural Institution, one of the minority marginalized ethnic groups in Western Nile region, are calling for equal opportunities in public service such as in health, education, and political sector after facing often discriminations in some communities they live in. This call came during a tribunal with the stakeholders of Equal Opportunities Commission, Arua City leaders, and community members of Nubi at large in Arua City on Tuesday, 13th of May 2025. Abdul Juman Abidi, Prime Minister for Nubi Cultural Institution, breaks the challenges they continue to encounter as Nubi people.
The Equal Opportunity Commission has visited us several times. They took our complaints. There are so many, in fact. One of them is a land issue. We have several Nubi people who are working in the government as teachers, as health workers, but these people have been denied promotions. So this one has made us to make that complaint. You find in the health center the same. These are the problems we presented to Equal Opportunity. So they took it up. They decided to meet the technical people in Arua City to explain or to assist us.
Musema Miraj, Head Legal Services and Investigations at the Equal Opportunities Commission, says indeed complaints have been filed by Nubian community against Arua City Council. Therefore, grace period has been given to verify the facts.
Complaint was made by the Nubian community against Arua City Council, and we have provided the City Council with all the relevant documents and allegations. They have formally responded to it, and the Nubians have presented witnesses, and the witnesses have given their testimony. They have been cross-examined. We have now been given opportunity within 2 weeks to file respective replies, submissions. Once they file the submissions, we shall also file our reply to it, and thereafter which commission shall take 1 month and give recommendations pertaining all these issues.
Whereas Henry Rodama, Senior Legal Officer for Arua City, appreciates the commission for always reaching on the ground to verify the facts.
This is a very good commission, just like other tribunals, which are as they are created by Act of Parliament. You know, the Equal Opportunities Commission, from the wording, looks at the opportunities must be equally shared. And many people do not know the role of this commission. And I am happy that they are now going across the commission sees up countries for people to get to know their rights. Otherwise, there are people who are sitting down, they do not understand what the commission works. But it has created awareness. It's a good commission, and a lot of intervention areas have come out of this interaction.
Denise Tusime, a member of Equal Opportunities Commission, says indeed they received the complaints from Nubi Cultural Institution. Therefore, 2 weeks have been given to Arua City Council to avail the documents to sort out the matter.
We received a complaint from the Nubians community saying that they are being marginalized and discriminated around this area in areas of employment, health, education, among others. And when we received that complaint, we decided to come and meet with them and the authorities here, the Arua City, to see the root cause of this complaint or this misunderstanding. There are things we have asked them that we haven't gotten. We are waiting them. We have given them 2 weeks to avail them the documents. After getting them, that will help us, to make a decision on what we have seen, or who is wrong, who is right.
The Equal Opportunities Commission is mandated to eliminate discrimination and inequalities against any individual or group of persons on the ground of sex, age, color, ethnic origin, tribe, religion, among others. Orak Benson Pastore, compiling the story for West Nile Television NILECAST. Away from that story, now crossing the Nile to Das Moyo district, public is rallying on peace to enhance economic growth at the border. This was in an engagement that targeted the communities of Etia and Litoba along the Uganda-South Sudan border, following numerous violent clashes along the border among the community members from both Uganda and South Sudan in the recent past. Okumu Dominic gives us details about that.
The engagement targeted the communities of Etia and Litoba along the Uganda-South Sudan border, following numerous violence clashes along the border among the community members from both Uganda and South Sudan in the recent past, something that has disrupted peaceful coexistence among the people. Mawa Basir, the chairman Cross-Border Peace Committee, which is tasked with the responsibility of fostering peaceful coexistence among the bordering communities, urged the public to embrace peace if they are to promote trade, culture and economic growth in the area.
We will want the trade encouraged to be at a higher scale, not this thing of bringing few mangoes to the market. Right? 2, we will want that sharing of cultural heritage so that the youth, these upcoming citizens, will understand their common goal in the community. 3, all these things, when you put them together, we tend to achieve growth in the two communities.
Yanta Daniel Elisa, the project officer, Faith Development and Relief Agency FADRA, under the Episcopal Diocese of Kajokeji, notes that the program aims at engaging the communities along the common border to coexist so as to foster economic growth across the region.
So we have plans for these dialogues to run from the east to the west of both Kajukeji and Moyo. The whole idea is to create awareness among the community members, the importance or the benefits of peaceful coexistence beyond the borders. We see, as they have pointed out, that through this kind of coexistence, there is a possibility of economic growth.
Andreli Nyasio, the chairman Local Council 3 Moyo Sub-Counties, stressed the need for the communities living along the borders to promote intermarriage so as to bring about peaceful coexistence among them.
Give a bit of recommendations that can see into it that this peaceful coexistence is being brought to exist within the communities. For example, in the marriage, and also maybe holding this kind of community dialogue so often to at least enhance this kind of effort so that at the end of it all, the communities are able to at least benefit from the expected peaceful coexistence.
Madara Lawrence, one of the participants in the engagement, tasked the leaders to caution their people against promoting factors which promote violence so that the communities will live in peace and harmony. Batio Rose, another participant, recalls that in the past, the communities used to live peacefully without any problems, but blamed the sudden change to the constant conflicts which has been happening in the both countries, but she, however, urged the public to return to their previous ways of life so as to promote peace.
Anisa kaka me kony kiki nyana inga nasi alu diliti sa voiti dia drodu de aba vodi dia ndi iyo ki dra voiti o teke kwi de ri voiti di kaba vo ka Sudani vo ka Uganda vo indra tiati ka iyo allo.
Following the constant clashes between the different communities living along the Uganda-South Sudan border, the Episcopal Diocese of Kajokeji, in partnership with the Lutheran World Federation LWF and the ACT Church of Sweden, initiated the Cross-Border Peace Initiative aimed at fostering peace among the communities living along the border of South Sudan and Uganda. Dominic Anthony Okumu, West Nile TV, NILECAST.
Away from that, still keeping it within the swathes of that River Nile, I mean in the districts across the Nile, now in Ajuman district, communities of Okusijoni in Ajuman district are blaming government for poor road status following heavy rains that led to flooding of the roads, especially the road that leads to Obongi Ferry as a major link to the two districts of Moyo and Obongi, including other parts of West Nile region. Take a look at the story.
Road users of Adjumani, Siyaya Road in Ukusijoni Sub-County, Adjumani District have decried its troubled state following heavy rain that led to flooding of the road. The road that leads to Obongi Ferry is a major link to the two districts of Moyo and Obongi, including other parts of West Nile. On the 12th of May 2025, at the Siyaya side in Adjumani District, Lagu Michael, a motorist who was trying to navigate through the flooded road, explains that every time it rains, the road becomes immotorable, urging the government to critically look into the matter, which has continuously affected effective service delivery and development.
Obedo diaro ngentreni da jodi ani apa sikpe ko langiri iti dunia su ditiri la pode gadia wa da transport ne ko yakpe ko la ngiri ngisi nyimbana iko nyenye la fona ka
Meanwhile, Akasha Karim, the LC1 chairperson, Lubangabin village in Ukushijion sub-county, blamed the government and Ministry of Works for failing to prioritize the road, which has become a recurring problem to the road users despite several complaints from the people.
Ichande alule kitidi yosu akinyalo alusi ama ichanji yosu kweli hata viatu ni motokari mia aluta vitu anda kana osumarasi la madi sale wax kete tui kota odudi kota imbaze akokole keti kalibe jobe nara atini moadi mara mutuna aya leti na kolo tui motoka kalidu jonani ko problem wata demba zijore ga motoka tiri ako
Taban Data Peter, the RDC Adjumani district said several steps have been taken by the district leadership to see that the road is fixed, encouraging the road users to use alternative routes for the meantime for the purpose of safety.
It is absurd when we look at the road from Adjumani to Sinyanya, particularly when you reach Okusijoni now entering the ferry. The road has been too bad. We have raised these issues when UNRWA was still in charge, but as all are aware, this road has been now moved to the Ministry of Works. We have written, we have called, unfortunately actions have not yet taken. So we are optimistic that the Ministry of Works is working as much as possible to see that this road is fixed. But meanwhile, I would call upon our people that let us be careful in using that road, since we have other options.
Pimbaza Asaka, RDC Obong, attributed the current state of the roads to shady work for the contractors.
With some parts of our road network, and one of them is that Adjumani to Sinyanya. Then you have also seen part of Obongi site where the landing site is. And the challenge can be attributed to shoulder work. Banner Enterprises was given a contract of over 1.6 billion about a year or two back. But they did shoulder work. We reported to UNRWA because that is a national road. And it's not under, we cannot say it is under Adjumani or Obongi, it is under the former UNRWA, which is central government, because they're the ones who engaged Banner Enterprises. That contractor became stubborn. We have never even seen him. He only came, did small work, disappeared mysteriously.
For several times, the people of Adjumani district and Obongi are in danger when it comes to rainy season, leaving them hard to reach at both districts, and sometimes the ferry is also a problem. Charita Sarah and Anzima Alan reporting for West Nile TV, NILECAST.
Away from that, let's now get to another segment, that's the world of sports. Remember, we are only left with very few games for the ongoing season all over the world to climax. And I want to tell you that very soon the summer transfer window is actually opening, and the clubs have started signing players. And some players, of course, are at the verge of joining new clubs and also at the verge of leaving their current clubs. One is, of course, Alexander Trent-Arnold, the former left back for the team of Liverpool. Just 99% the deal is done. That means very soon he will become a player for Real Madrid. So let's take a look at some of the trending transfer gossips and rumors here. We are starting from Old Trafford. Manchester United are leading the race to sign Ipswich Town's English forward Liam Delap, 22 years of age, who will be happy to move to Old Trafford this summer, and this has been reported by Sky Sports. And away from that, Nottingham Forest will make at least 5 signings this summer, with Manchester City's 22-year-old English midfielder James McCarthy and Ipswich Town striker Delap among those they have scouted. And this has been reported by Telegraph via subscription required. And also to Arsenal and Liverpool together are vying to sign Bournemouth's 20-year-old Spain centre-back, that's Dean Huijsen, who is also being attracted by Real Madrid. And this has been reported by Sky German. Huijsen dreams of joining the Los Blancos, that's Real Madrid, but Premier League trio, that's Liverpool, Arsenal and Chelsea are prepared to trigger the defender's 50 million euros release clause to get the deal done this month. And this has been reported by transfer expert. I'm talking about Fabrizio Romano. And in Germany, Bayer Leverkusen's Netherlands right back Jeremy Frimpong, who is 24 years of age, is closing on a deal of 29.5 million euros to join Liverpool, and this has been reported by a papier in the names of Daily Mail. And back to Real Madrid. Real Madrid are close to announcing the signing of 26-year-old English right back Trent Alexander-Arnold from Liverpool, who are demanding a compensation fee of 840 million euros in order for him to play in FIFA Club World Cup for the team of Real Madrid. And this has been reported by ESPN. And to Manchester United, the club have held talks with Ghana forward Antoine Semenyo, 25 years of age, over a possible move from Bournemouth. And this has been reported by TalkSport. And moving to Amex Stadium, that's at the camp of Brighton and Hove Albion, the club are in talks with veteran English midfielder James Milner, OS James Milner, 39 years of age, over a new deal with the club. And this has been reported by Athletic. And now going back to Real Madrid, Brazil winger Rodrigo, 24 years of age, doesn't want to play for the Los Blancos again as he targets a summer exit from the club. And this has been reported by Marca in Spanish. And clubs like Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United and Arsenal are very much interested in his signature, but at the moment the Gunners are the ones leading the race. Still keeping the pace within London Stadium at Arsenal, the club wants to sign Sporting Lisbon's 26-year-old Sweden forward Victor Gyökeres, who has an agreement with the Portuguese side that he can leave if another club agrees to pay around 50 million euros. And this has been reported by a paper trusted by so many people called Daily Mirror. And lastly, before I leave the studios, Gyökeres has also been linked with a move to Chelsea. Remember, that's not the only striker Arsenal is very much interested in for. They have also been linked with a move to sign a Slovenian striker who is playing for RB, 21 years of age, in the names of Benjamin Sesko. And Sesko has also been linked with a move to Manchester United, Chelsea, not forgetting about Real Madrid. And this has been reported by Sky Sports. With that, we have come to the end of today's edition of NILECAST News at Large. Thanks for being part of it from the beginning up to the climax of it. Have the best of your times. Till we link up again tomorrow for the same program and also at the same time.